Hello and welcome back to Free to Become Me channel. We thank you guys for joining us. And for those who have not checked out our playlists as yet, please do so, and you can see videos where we're depicting our entire journey from the United States to Belize. And as usual, we ask that you subscribe, like, and share with your friends and family. Enjoy.
Okay, so 10 reasons not to move to Belize. And keep in mind, all of these are my opinions or our opinion. Okay, patience. In order to move to Belize, you have to have patience, because nothing goes as planned. And again, this is our opinion based off our experience. Now, when a local tells you something's going to be done tomorrow, all that means is just not going to be done today. It doesn't really mean that it's going to be done tomorrow. And so I just happened to look up what tomorrow means. I just wanted to see the definition of tomorrow. So there's a couple definitions, but one of the definitions actually says sometime in the future. So it's not like they were lying. They were just telling me sometime in the future. So patience is key to living in Belize. So when I moved over here, I had a little patience. Okay, nothing to really brag about, but I had a little patience. But coming over here has put me on a whole nother level when it comes to patience. Because really, if you think about it, patience is key to maneuvering in this world that we call life. So you really do need patience on so many levels. So it really is a blessing when you think about it, because when you can leave, when you can go to a certain area a certain way and then come from that same area a totally different person, a better person, because patience is so important for our everyday life. Next on my list is the dirt roads. The roads for me, I remember when I lived in the Tampa Bay area, and I was always say, I don't want to live on a dirt road. Okay, but then we ended up moving over here on a dirt road. But the roads can be rough. And because we live on a dirt road for 5 miles before we even get into town, it can be rough. So if you do not like dirt roads, don't do it. Okay. Now, if you happen to move in an area where you're on a paved road, that's great. But at some point, you're gonna have to go on a dirt road, because the main roads may be paved, but then you have all the side roads that are not paved. Now, like I said, we live off of a dirt road, and it's only 5 miles into town, but because the roads are so unkept, the roads, that particular road we ride up and down weekly is very unkept. So even though it's only 5 miles, it feels like 30 miles. So if you can't do dirt roads, don't move to Belize. And I want to throw this in real quick too. If you like being cute all the time, don't move to Belize, because you're going to be dusty most of the time. And again, this is my opinion. Okay, so third on my list is going to be the internet connection. We do not have the best internet. And it could be because we're in a rural area, but I have heard other people that live in Belize and other areas where their internet is not good either. So if you need this perfect internet, Belize is not gonna be for you. And if you have one of those jobs where you gotta show up on time, Don't come to Belize. By the way, this is our internet poll. Okay, next on my list is going to be the government moves slow. I mean, everything, it's not just the government, just everything moves slow. Okay, when we first got over here, we went to pick up our license plates. We didn't get our license plates for over 6 months. So we were just driving around with no license plate. But since it's a known thing, they don't even pull you over. So that is, if you are somebody that has to have everything on time, including government paperwork, anything, it's going to move slow. Even like with the electricity, you don't really know when the electricity is going to be on. You just go down there and take a deposit, and then guess what? You hope for the best. So it could be a month, 2 months. I know somebody over in our neighborhood, it took them, I think, 6 months. And us, I think it was only after we paid our deposit, I think maybe a month, maybe. It wasn't long, so that was a blessing from the Most High. But again, if you're one of those people who has to have all your paperwork and everything within a week or 30 days, don't come to Belize. And because, every country has its own thing, okay? And there's just really no sense of urgency over here, okay? Everything is laid back. Everything, you know how retired people are. They just kind of laid back. They don't do much. It's like everybody over here retired, but they got a job. But it's just, when you come over here, you have to just have a mind frame of, okay, relax, don't worry about it. I mean, when I say everything is relaxed, even the dogs are relaxed. They walk around slow, hanging out, doing nothing. That's just how relaxed it is. Okay, so 5th on my list is going to be the food. Okay, if you're one of those people where you have to have name brand foods, meaning you have to have foods that you recognize in the United States, okay, like Del Monte, Hunt's, Pam, things of that sort, then you're going to pay. It's very expensive because they have to bring all these items in. Okay, so your best bet is just to buy local. Okay, that will save you some money. Now, if you want to buy the brands from the States, hey, go ahead and buy them. They have them sometimes when you go in the store, sometimes they don't. So sometimes you need to just go ahead and buy it if you see it, because the next time you go, it may not be there. Now, they will always have something. So that's one thing about Belize. Since we've been here, you will always have an option and choice. It's not like you're going to go in the store and not find absolutely anything. No, it just may not be what you're looking for. And as far as the fruits, I must say, the fruits over here are some of the best fruits I have ever tasted. Okay, now when it does come to fruits, they can be expensive. Now, a lot of people think because they're grown over here, they're not going to be expensive. Probably the least expensive thing that I've seen as far as fruit since I've been over here is bananas. The bananas are the least expensive. But as you can see, the watermelon says $18. That just means $9 US. And the watermelon is really not that big. It's a regular size, decent size watermelon. Now, I'm not sure how much watermelon is in the States now. I just knew how much it was when I was there. But as far as the fruits, they can be pricey. It just depends. That's why your best bet is to go ahead and grow your own stuff if you have the room for it. And that is our plan, is to definitely grow. Now, the least expensive thing I would say, since we've been here in Belize, as far as what's the cheapest when you do move over here, is going to be the taxes on your land. So that's probably where you're going to save a lot of your money. So coming over here thinking that you're going to save all this money, then that's not going to be the case. Okay, so if you think that, then don't move to Belize. Okay, so next on my list is going to be Amazon. There is no Amazon. So no Amazon, no Amazon Prime, no Amazon. Now, what you can do, you can ship your Amazon or anything that you want to ship to shipping companies. The one that I typically use is Belize and Queen. There's another one I use, but you can ship it there and then they can ship it to you. Then of course it's going to cost, and you're not going to get it next day. You're not even going to get it next week. You'll probably get it in 3 weeks. So that's how the shipping works over here. So if it's something you in dire need and you cannot live without Amazon, do not move to Belize. You need to be independent. Okay, so you need to be a handyman or a handy woman, but you have to be independent, because it's going to be very difficult to live over here and not know how to do certain things, not know how to fix this and not know how to fix that, because you're going to end up having to hire someone out who may or may not know how to fix it, okay, or may not be able to fix it up to your par. So you want to make sure that you know how to do certain things, and if you don't, when you get over here, you better hurry up and learn how to do it. Okay, watch YouTube, go online, figure it out, because a lot of stuff you really are going to need to know how to do on your own. And if you're not interested in doing anything on your own, then guess what? Don't move to Belize. And again, this is all my personal opinion, all of our personal opinion. Okay, number 8 on my list is going to be, please do not come over here if you're self-absorbed. Okay, and basically what I'm saying, thinking that the people over here are going to cater to you, because they're not even looking for you. So coming over here, you really have to be a humble person, because if you think that you all that in a bag of chips, Belize is not going to work for you, because again, they don't really care. You know, the things that USA and the people of the USA we cared about, Belizeans do not care. So if you come over here acting like a Karen or whatever, they're just not really going to take kindly to that. You really have to be humble. Okay, so number 9 is going to be the weather. Okay, the weather can be extreme. So during the summer it's from, which is rainy season, it's going to be June to December, and it's going to be rainy season, and it can be bad, especially if you're on a dirt road, because when it rains here, it rains hard, and then it could rain long. So if you're not interested in, dealing with a bunch of rain and a bunch of flooding, because a lot of flooding does happen here, especially, again, like I said, on dirt roads. Okay, so if you're not interested in that, then do not come to Belize, or do not move to Belize. Okay, now as far as the heat in the summer can be from June to maybe, where it's real hot, maybe June to October, maybe a little bit less than that. But anyway, it can be extremely hot. So if you're not interested in really hot weather, then do not move to Belize. Okay, number 10 on my list, and also last on my list, is going to be the bugs. The bugs. Now, I've lived in Florida my entire adult life, so I understand the mosquitoes and the flies and all that. But, when you move to Belize, it's on a whole nother level, okay? Especially the mosquitoes and the flies, okay? Because they like little gangs, and they'll gang up on you quick. So I'm going to leave you with this. If you do not like bugs, or you scared of bugs, or anything negative that you do not like about bugs, please do not move to Belize. And I believe they call Belize the mosquito coast. And they not lying, because it's not just the mosquitoes. It need to be called the flies coast too, because they got tons of mosquitoes and flies. So I've learned how to maneuver it. So when I'm out in the yard, of course, I have on like a whole body armor on. I have on my little mosquito net, I have my sweatshirt on, my long pants, and my boots. I don't play with these bugs. Okay, so this was the 10 reasons not to move to Belize, which was on a natural tip. Now, if you have been called to go anywhere spiritually, and the Most High, the Creator, or God, whatever you may call Him, I suggest you go, because that's how we ended up in Belize. Okay, now if you do have any questions, comments, put it down in the comment section. You can also email us if you have any questions about our process from the USA to Belize.
Well, that wraps up another video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. For those who haven't yet, please subscribe, share, and like the video. And as always, we ask if you have a comment, please put it in the notes. We'll be glad to respond to your requests. And do have a blessed and awesome day, folks.